Well, talking of old games, that's actually quite a good segue into what Mark's been playing recently.
It is.
So what have you been playing recently, Mark?
I've been playing a modern game, which is the spiritual successor to a very old game, namely Road Redemption, which is a roguelike motorcycle action game, I would call it, I suppose. Brawler would be another good word for that.
Brawler,
It's a brawler. It's a proper on a bike, brawling. You're racing. You're driving motorbikes. You do races, time trials, all that kind of business. But at the same time, you're hitting people with pipe. You're hitting people with shovels, machetes. You're kicking them off bridges. You're ramping into them and knocking them off the road and watching them fly off. It's got the funniest physics system I've ever seen in the game, because they just basically took a normal physics system and went, well, that's what would happen if a person actually fell off a motorcycle, but let's just turn that up to 10, right, and see what happens when he gets nudged and flies off the handlebars at 30,000 miles an hour. And it is a really fun game, and fun for fun's sake. It's just, because it's a roguelike, you go through the campaign mission by mission, and it's randomised, the terrain is randomised, all that kind of stuff is randomised, the enemies. And you go through it, and it gets harder and harder in each progression level, and if at some point you die, you go straight back to the very beginning, but you get a bit of permanent XP, which you can then use to upgrade yourself, your attack, your health, your nitro boost, unlock bikes, unlock riders, various different little things like that. And basically, the more you go through it, the better you get at it, and the more likely you are to reach the end point.
So did you say it was a spiritual success? It's not like a direct release of...
No, it's not. It's not
Road Rash,
It's not a direct sequel to Road Rash, because it's an indie development team. They obviously really liked Road Rash, and they kick-started this development quite a while back. I think it's been was it in early access? It might have been in early access at some point.
Yeah, I mean, this says planned release October 4th, but we've shot past that. It's officially on Steam.
Oh, it is officially on Steam. It's $14.99.
Set for consoles 2018.
It will be coming out. It runs like a beaut as well. I found on my modest PC, and it's just fun. It's really quick to pick up and play as well. I mean, it's straight in there. You play as many levels as you can get through. It doesn't take very long. The races aren't very long. It's all about the action.
Yeah.
And then when you die, you go back to the start, and it's up to you then whether or not you want to carry on, or you can just put the pad down. There you go. That's 10-15 minutes of just pure enjoyment you get there. If you've only got a short amount of time to play something. Well, I know some people get home from work and want to play something, but they don't want to, you don't want to bury yourself in
too much time. Yeah, exactly.
Not many people get home from doing 8, 9, 10, even 12-hour shifts, sit down and go, you know what I fancy doing? Dragon Age Inquisition. Fancy sticking into that for the next hour and 15 minutes before the kids get up, kind of thing. Not many. You can't really do that.
No.
Those kind of games, they drag you in. You got to play them for a little bit longer. So this game, I think, is for anyone that just wants to pick up and play real quick, real snappy, and it's just really fun. It's a really enjoyable experience.
Now, I did see a bit of a video of this, and there were guns.
There were
which
guns.
I don't remember being definitely in the Road Rashes I played. Mainly because I don't think something like a Mega Drive probably could have handled sort of shooting people and having to worry about depth.
I'll be honest with you. Road Redemption doesn't really know how to handle guns either, especially if you're using a controller like I do. I'm using my Xbox One controller, and obviously you get a gun and you're driving. You got your left hand stick for turning. You got your brake. You got you accelerate. You're doing all that, and then you got to aim with the right stick. But hitting people is X and Y. Kicking them is B.
Okay.
So you've got all these A's counter. So you've got the face buttons that you've got to be doing stuff, and at the same time you've got a gun, you're driving along, and you've got to aim where the person is. Sometimes you don't. The best thing to do with a gun is just dead set straight, get behind them, fire it off.
I suppose, in a certain sense, that makes it as realistic as it can be, but if you're on a bike trying to shoot someone or hit them with a chain, it'll be relatively hard anyway, wouldn't it? So
yeah, exactly.
I suppose it makes it a little bit more interesting.